Hi, welcome to our presentation. My name's Rosie.
I'm Kira.
I'm Rhiannon.
My name's Larissa. Firstly, I will be outlining Good Day Cafe's business model, starting with the four main characteristics, with the first one being tasks. Good Day Cafe prioritises offering a menu focused on distinctive, high-quality products like brownies and brunch items. They engage customers via social media, particularly through Instagram with 20,000 followers and TikTok with 1,600 followers to enhance visibility and brand awareness. Maintaining local and tourist customer engagement with their personalised service is crucial, catering to seasonal preferences. Secondly, Good Day Cafe's subdivision operates a single entity of defined roles and responsibilities, ensuring cohesion within a small team. These subdivisions include kitchen operations, which includes baking and food preparation, their front of house service such as their interactions with their customers, and the marketing and social media management. Thirdly, Good Day Cafe has a flat hierarchy. Employees, including the newest hires, have direct access to the managing director, with decisions being made collaboratively with input from all the team members. Next up is their lines of authority. Authority is centralised with the managing director, who oversees operations that ensures employees feel heard and valued. Decision-making involves a close-knit approach, reflecting the small size and personal culture of the cafe. Good Day Cafe have a functional, structural design consisting of employees performing specialised roles such as social media management, baking, or front-of-house service. Additionally, the cafe maintains a focus on individual strengths within a specific task framework to ensure operational efficiency. They also use a flat hierarchy to emphasise on direct communication, which aligns with their functional structure with it being such a small business. Good Day Cafe also have a higher focus on their internal growth to expand within its current location. They are looking at expanding their cafe into a larger unit into the building next door to increase their capacity and improve their customer service. Doing this instead of opening new branches would strengthen the local customer base developed during the pandemic to foster a community feel. In regard to external growth, while there's consideration for opening additional locations, this is viewed as a challenge due to maintaining the same culture and personal connection, and the founder's preference is to stay localised rather than manage multiple distant outlets. According to Griffin, strategic control is concerned with how well the company sets and accomplishes its strategic goals, as well as how well it defines and maintains its desired strategy alignment with the firm's environment. It focuses on two key aspects: how a firm implements its goals and how they are formulated. Good Day Cafe implement their goals by leveraging Instagram and TikTok for marketing, using trends content to engage younger demographics and attract local and international tourists. They also tailor their brunch menu to meet local tastes while experimenting with international customer preferences, such as mince pies at Christmas time. To formulate their goals, they develop strategies based on understanding the local market and seasonal tourist demands. One way to efficiently do this is by avoiding print advertising. Due to past inefficiency, instead, Good Day Cafe invest more into their online platforms for a better return on investment. With Bath's tourism industry still recovering from COVID-19's impact on businesses during the pandemic, Visit West carried out research on the demographic of visitors in Bath during 2024. They found that inbound international visits grew by 21% to 957,000, which is just 14% behind the record in 2019. This means Good Day Cafe need to continue to tailor their strategies amongst international tourists as well as their local tourists. Further evidence that supports this is that 65.4% of visitors tend to spend the most when visiting the city, compared to 30.9% of residents, according to Bath Business Improvement. Good Day Cafe balance their centralisation and decentralisation reasonably well, which according to Griffin provides a business with the best outcome in terms of their overall strategy. In terms of centralising, the managing director still maintains significant control over the day-to-day decision-making to ensure consistency and adhere to the cafe's culture and values. However, Good Day Cafe still decentralised decision-making by encouraging employees to contribute ideas, fostering a collaborative environment despite the central decision-making authority. Good Day Cafe arranged their integration horizontally, meaning the business invests in its own industry to expand its capacity and activities. The cafe strategy aligns with horizontal integration by focusing on diversifying their offerings from the cakes in their display, their brunch menu, and their social media presence to stand out amongst other cafes in Bath. They collaborate with local suppliers such as sourcing their bread from a bakery down the road to ensure high-quality ingredients as well as strong supplier relationship. Differentiation from competitors is extremely important for Good Day Cafe, as they still wish to instill a sense of community amongst other local cafes. Therefore, they focus on their own unique offerings of a variety of brownie flavours and a unique brunch selection.
Marketing is an eclectic activity studied and undertaken by people with a wide variety of skills and knowledge bases. Many scholars and practitioners believe that marketing is not just a functional area within an organisation, also philosophy that should permeate all areas of the organisation. Understanding that marketing is a vital part that allows Good Day Cafe to be a successful cafe, it is important that we take a further look into marketing and understanding how they're using it, as well as if they're missing any vital sections. Marketing is strategically simple but tactically complex. Therefore, we need to be specific in showing we understand the customer's wants and needs for both domestic and international customers. This is important to build a relationship to ensure loyalty, deliver quality products, and to meet the expectations of customers. We need to focus on feedback to know how to improve. These are all areas of marketing I'm going to further develop, but these are the sections we thought were most appropriate to focus on based on the interview we had with Good Day Cafe. And understanding their product, sales, and market orientation that Good Day Cafe provide, which is a cozy experience alongside a sweet treat and a hot drink. This is quite a hearty experience for the winter time when it's cold outside. However, what about when it's no longer cold outside, or unexpected times of the year when people are no longer going for a coffee and cake and they'd rather go for a run and a salad? According to Martinez and Allison, January is the worst time of year for sales due to potential customers having New Year's resolutions. This information indicates that it may be more beneficial to have healthier options throughout the month of January and use simple marketing strategies such as 4Ps, which will be discussed later on. This could be beneficial to look at to assist for different times of the year. Market orientation is a business philosophy which finally ensures superior value creation for the customer. This showing that product and sales interlink quite well, with understanding that customer satisfaction allows the boost of sales, which leads us to the question we asked Good Day Cafe. Have you ever considered expanding Good Day Cafe throughout other locations in the UK? Although this does not directly relate, we thought that they would only consider to expand when they are satisfied with their products and how frequent sales are. We gathered that it's something that they are interested in, and they would look to expand to smaller kiosks as a small expansion, which could be ideal for a small business. However, due to weather conditions in the UK, this might not get as many sales as they would hope if it is cold weather outside. At the current way that Good Day Cafe operates, they currently have a competitive advantage due to them marketing domestically, as they can avoid several conflicts such as communication issues, language barriers, and competitors' behaviour. There are several other differences between domestic and international marketing. We took this into consideration through our interview when we asked, do you think culture would change if the cafe was located in another area of the world? The response we received was they thought that if they were to change their location, their culture would stay the same. However, this could be a shock or a challenge they may face, as culture has a tendency to have change. Good Day Cafe currently has an ethnocentric strategy that emphasizes local presence and standardization. While this is economical and effective, it limits future growth prospects and any potential market flexibility. A very accessible shift to polycentric strategy might enable greater customization according to location and seasonality, increasing the company's relevance and competitiveness in range of markets. But there are drawbacks to this tactic, like increased expenses and the requirement of extensive branding, which may be time-consuming and occasionally unsuccessful. However, geocentric strategy would integrate the advantages of both ethnocentric and polycentric, which would be the ideal choice. This would allow the business to continue to be well established in Bath while gradually branching out to other areas. The business can rely on its current base in the event that the growth fails. The business can establish a compelling case for success by concentrating on what sets it apart, such as its distinctive atmosphere, superior products, and close relationship to the local and international community. Marketing mix is a tactical tool for companies that are establishing a strong position in the market. When taking a look at the market mix, or 4Ps, product, price, place, and promotion, we asked Good Day Cafe, what has been your most efficient way of marketing Good Day Cafe and the least efficient? Their response was the more innovative approach of marketing, such as the use of social media, for example Instagram. This was most effective to reach up to 800,000 views on a video, whereas the more typical marketing such as print advertisement, like magazines, they were very expensive and had zero impact whatsoever. Marketing mix has a significant influence on the level of sales of a product or service. This was clear that they used the 4P methods clearly. However, a tip advice would be to continue to manage these four different aspects respectively, to be consistent and reassured about their strengths and weaknesses, as well as understanding the potential they may have. When it comes to Good Day Cafe's pricing strategy, they follow standard pricing as well as market pricing. We agree this is effective, as if they started two-tiered pricing, this may be unfair to all other customers and create a bad image. However, it would create a great relationship between the loyal customers and Good Day Cafe.
The Good Day Cafe is an independent business that was started in 2018 by Steph Wilder in Bath City Centre. When the cafe first opened, it was known as a brunch restaurant, however gained popularity very quickly and became one of the top cafes in Bath City Centre, standing in 5th place on TripAdvisor for coffee shops. The cafe's sweet treat options became extremely sought after, and the cafe eventually expanded into an on-site bakery due to the demand. This added bakery has now increased their profits by 35% each year. The Good Day Cafe started an online business to promote their baked goods and now ship their products all around the UK. The cafe also gives a portion of their profits every month to charity. 10% of this is from the classic brownie sales, goes towards the charity stands. The Good Day Cafe has set rules and procedures in place to ensure that its operations management works effectively, turning different kinds of input into high quality services.
As Griffin and Putze describe, these procedures are particularly useful in handling miscommunications, such as incorrect customer orders caused by unclear or misunderstood instructions, like an extra item being added or a request being missed. To ensure the customer's staff a positive experience, the cafe often compensates with extras, reaffirming its commitment to high-quality service. Another key part of the cafe's operation is the rota, which the manager implements to clearly outline what needs to be done, by who and when. The rota reduces human error and keeps better track of employees' attendance and makes scheduling more efficient. As Croy highlights, it allows the team to quickly identify and address problems when tasks aren't completed or mistakes happen, minimising service interruptions. Every employee is held accountable for their role in maintaining these standards. Regular feedback sessions, open communication, and shared commitment to excellence ensure that every customer has a consistent and satisfying experience. Overall, the Good Days operation reflects careful planning, clear procedures, and dedication to providing excellent service to their customers. The Good Days production management has to be high quality as it is essential due to the numbers of customers that they serve daily. However, the cafe faces challenges with its supply chain, which can cause significant inability to produce goods. For instance, the cafe imports many of its ingredients, making it vulnerable to external factors. Currently, there is a global cacao shortage caused by aging cacao trees in Africa, which are now producing fewer pods from the impact of the black pod disease and cacao growth, as noted by Food Chain magazine. This is not the first time supply chain issues have affected the cafe. In the past, disruptions impacted the production of goods like chocolate. When the supplier faces difficulties and an organisation sources it from elsewhere, it creates a ripple effect that can disrupt production further. Several factors can affect production, including country-related challenges, product-specific issues, government policies, and internal organisation problems. The Good Day Cafe must make critical decisions to navigate these challenges. For example, during the cacao shortage supply, the owner had to decide whether to downgrade to a different supplier or pay a higher price to maintain the same quality. Fortunately, the Good Day Cafe does not face many internal production issues, as the team are responsible for producing the goods and they work on it effectively. Their consistency ensures that the customers receive high-quality products even when external challenges arrive. When deciding on make or buy factors, the cafe considers several important factors. One key aspect is the flexibility of their supplier, how quickly they can deliver products to meet the cafe's needs. Timely delivery is essential for maintaining the freshness and quality that the Good Day Cafe's customers expect. Another critical factor is cost. The cafe carefully evaluates the price charged by each supplier, ensuring that they can source high-quality ingredients while keeping the expenses manageable. However, a current issue significantly affecting their make or buy decisions is the rising cost of chocolate. Chocolate is a fundamental ingredient in many of their cafe offerings, and increasing prices put pressure on the cafe to determine whether it's more cost-efficient to continue purchasing from their current supplier or explore alternatives, such as seeking alternative suppliers. As stated by Griffin and Puste, productivity is the economic measure of efficiency that summarises the value of outputs relative to the value of inputs used to create the output. So when Good Day Cafe are looking at their level of productivity, it can be measured through how much product output they have compared to what input they bring back in. One key area for improvement is communication amongst the Good Day staff. Occasionally the cafe experiences issues with lack of communication, which can lead to customer dissatisfaction. Implementing an electronic communication system for orders and queries could help streamline operations and reduce misunderstandings. The cafe currently serves both locals and tourists, but researching consumer trends and adding more money into their research and development could attract more visitors. By enhancing the menu or adjusting product offerings based on these trends, the cafe could stay more relevant and appealing to a much wider audience. Increasing staff training is another effective strategy to increase production. Well-trained staff can work faster and more efficiently, resulting in quicker service and higher customer turnover. The cafe already holds regular staff meetings to discuss operations, but introducing surveys or feedback forms would allow staff to provide input on the practices that they are currently happy with. Employee engagement is also crucial to businesses, with only 23% of employees worldwide feel that they are highly engaged in the workplace. Introducing engagement surveys can help the cafe track motivation and make changes to boost productivity. The cafe ships goods all across the UK through their online ordering platform, but avoids international shipping due to restrictions on fresh food and the perishable nature of their items, which can spoil if delayed at customs. Therefore, they do not plan on shipping internationally. While many ingredients are imported due to economic constraints, the cafe prioritises local suppliers for flour, milk, eggs and butter, such as places from local farms in Bath, as well as coffee that gets roasted in Scotland, to ensure quality. However, some items like fruits from Europe and avocados from Argentina require careful planning to account for shipping, distances and potential issues like strikes or trade policies that Argentina often faces.
The primary objective of any human resource department is to make sure that it will be used in the most effective way possible in activities around sourcing, development, reward and performance management. The big 5 personality traits include agreeableness, conscientiousness, emotional stability, extroversion and openness, mostly used to predict performance in various kinds of jobs. In terms of the best personality traits to have working at a cafe would most likely be agreeableness and conscientiousness. Agreeableness is referring to a person's ability to get along with others, and conscientiousness being the measurement of whether someone is organised, systematic, responsible and self-disciplined. These personalities would be most crucial for someone to possess when working in hospitality, as they will need to get along with co-workers and their customers and be systematic and organised to manage their workload. If it's busy, and take responsibility for their actions if something goes wrong. These 2 personality traits also align with Good Day Cafe's main goals in their culture being pride, kindness and unity. Job satisfaction. The founder of Good Day Cafe says that they have a very proactive work culture where job satisfaction is mainly cultivated through clear communication with all levels of leadership and team accountability. There are protocols put in place in case any issues arise with customer satisfaction, that being give before you take. This eases stress for staff members as in these kinds of situations they know how to handle it. There are also daily housekeeping updates posted on their team rota apps into team in a notice board section to ensure open communication with staff, that way they feel valued as a team member. Staff strategies. Good Day Cafe uses a polycentric staffing model, which is defined as the belief that host country nationals know the local market the best, therefore they emphasise the use of HNCs. Good Day Cafe employing locals means the staff understand the local culture in Bath and could already be familiar with the brand's mission and culture. There is a decentralised decision-making process due to the geographic area structure, as Good Day Cafe only has one place of operation. Supervisors and general managers take control of daily operations themselves, meanwhile giving them leadership development programs including a free week course and fostering growth from within. When it comes to recruiting the high-level positions like managers and supervisors, they're mostly promoted internally. Isomorphic forces, defined by Marchington and Wilkinson as the degree of similarity in organisational practice is brought about by the pressure to conform. There are four main types of isomorphic forces, those being local, cross-national, corporate and global. Good Day Cafe would be local. Local isomorphic forces are when an organisation behaves in the same way as other organisations in host countries, even if contrary to values of the host. There are many cafes operating in the space of Good Day Cafe. Good Day Cafe only has one store, which makes it difficult for them to compete in large international brands who operate close to them. Like other businesses in Bath, for example Cadbury Cafe or Society Cafe, who are expanding to different locations, Good Day Cafe is beginning a small expansion to expand their cafe into the next building to try and increase capacity. International and comparative Human Resource Department. Good Day Cafe takes on a more culturalist perspective within comparative and international HRM. Comparative HR is the comparison of HR practices around the world. International HRMs take on more challenges compared to domestic, like differences in culture, levels of economic development and legal systems among the countries in which the firm operates. Even though Good Day Cafe operates domestically, it is influenced by global trends, cross-national supply chains, and with tourism from diverse cultural backgrounds. Good Day Cafe is frequented by both tourists and locals. During the off-season, the founder discovered that the cafe was frequented most by locals, therefore they tailor to meet local preferences primarily. In conclusion, Good Day Cafe has tailored its business strategies to Bath by advertising on all social media platforms and producing high-quality service that the founder says tourists come back for. They prioritise employee satisfaction by having open communication channels and involving them in decision-making. Furthermore, they have a close connection with charities in Bath as well as local suppliers.